Welcome to another Intervision FM show. It's been a while. Well, no, I guess we were here last week. Well, so how are you doing today as we look over another memory of Martin Luther King Day, and of course, at YouTube, I guess maybe it was a lover's quarrel. What would make a woman go into a building and shoot three people? But I guess step by step, if it needs to be found out, we'll find out. Or maybe it'd be like the Vegas shooting, where it's been months and we haven't found out what's going on, and why did that guy go into that hotel and shoot all those people at the concert. So we don't know that still, and we'll see how long it takes for the information to be let out concerning these several shootings at the YouTube building. And then I was looking over the history of like Martin Luther King and his family, and found out that his mother, after his death, was playing church. I think it was in 1971, playing in the organ in the church, and some deranged 21-year-old who had been to the war came in, and he stood up and said, "I can't take this anymore. I'm going to take over," and had two pistols and started shooting. Now, I don't know how they make men and women today, but in this case, the deacons jumped the guy, and as he was trying to reload, and got the gun from the guy. So it was definitely some kind of mental craziness going on in his mind, and it continues today with people doing these things, and I guess it goes out in the news because it's so unusual. And this is right after, I guess it was tensions were high because in Atlanta, after the first black mayor was elected, I mean, he had just came back from a conference, and tensions were high because a black man was shot and killed by the police after they were trying to, I guess, bring him in for evasion of his parole. So tensions were already high. And so we look at that situation, and it seems like, much of the same thing that was going on back then. Here, was it in San Francisco? Young man, and this will probably not come out. Okay, there has not been enough body cams showing what happens if a policeman runs after you and he doesn't shoot you in the back 7 times. So I want to see those videos of the body cam videos of the policeman chasing down someone, and that person comes out alive, and they just take him to jail. That would help quite a bit. Now in this case, and I keep saying, if you're not guilty, why run? You're not guilty. You see, that's the police. Maybe you heard horrible stories about police grabbing you and beating you up, or maybe you heard or maybe you had it done to you. I'm not sure what was going on in this young man's mind, where if he wasn't guilty, would turn and run like they do on the TV show Cops, which you gotta figure, like, you see these overweight guys with all this equipment on them running, and of course on TV they can't whip out the gun and say, "Oh, we're going to take care of this guy because I don't want to run. I had my 5th donut, and I'm not gonna I'm not going to chase this guy down. I'm not even in shape. So, all right, partner, yell, gun, gun, gun. And so, there it is. So, I don't know. I like to say, if you're not guilty, don't run. Even if you are guilty, don't run. Don't make any quick movements. Don't run. Don't make any quick movements. And who knows? I mean, if they could show us some body cam where that works, or some body cam film where it shows where not all of the times that they do this, and maybe these guys were new to the job and the adrenaline and whatever else is going on caused this activity to go. Okay, so but anyway, so MLK, the anniversary of his killing was on April the 4th, 1968. He was there to join a protest of garbagemen that wanted better conditions. And the reports, they said that this well-dressed white man was seen running away from so he got dressed up to assassinate. Interesting enough. So here we are, 50 years later. Yes, things are divided. Things are crazy, especially with the Democrats championing for illegal immigrants over Americans, over people that did it legally. Back then, in 1968, you had something that they called Dixiecrats, and they were just Democrats disguised as Dixiecrats, and they were the most prejudiced and racist people in the Senate and Congress from the South. And as Martin Luther King says in a recording that I play on my show on intervisionrecords.org, that's intervisionrecords.org, Martin Luther King said that that party, the party that you vast, the Black Americans of that day, put a majority of Democrats in the army, and what do you get out of it? Well, the same thing you get out of it today. We had 8 years of a Obama administration, and what did you get, Black people? I know the LGBTQ people got quite a bit out of it, and the gay people got quite a bit out of it. But what did you get, Black America, out of the 8 years of a Black president? I know we had a high rate of black on black killing in Chicago, Obama's favorite hometown. But what did you get other than a higher rate of black on black crime with no investigation of what's going on in Chicago that's democratically ran? And it seemed like these places that are Baltimore and other places that are democratically ran, California, it just seems to be like they're just running amok. And nobody has really much to say about what's going on. And you can leave your comments here and like this, share it please. I'm going to post this on YouTube as well, and maybe another place as well. Let's see who's here. Elliot Hicken, thank you for watching. Mac Block, thank you for watching. Vince Bowman, thank you for watching. Ernest, thank you for watching. Sam Sierra, hey, God bless you, my man. Thank you for those bongo gloves. Bongo drums, not gloves. Blake Powers, thank you for watching as well. Okay, and if you guys want to make a comment as well after the show or during the show, you can make that as well. And I said my main topics, and I'm covering a few topics as we go. And don't forget you can go to our website, innervisionrecords.org, and you can support our nonprofit, listen to our radio station, and sign up for our free newsletter. So, and hopefully I have enough time to talk about this next topic. So, I have been checking out some YouTubes and learning some stuff that I never knew. And I knew it was some kind of correlation between properly combining your foods and our physical well-being and our, let's see, how do I say, our mental well-being and our sexual well-being. And now as I'm looking at some of these YouTube, this guy named Sebi, S-E-B-I, who started the journey in 1963 after 10 years of after he got to America. He already had asthma, came down then with diabetes, overweight. Then the last straw was he became impotent. Okay, and then I'm also checking out this other guy who's been doing this for like 35 years, and I got to read his bio again because I don't remember as much as about his bio as I do about Dr. Sebi bio. This other guy is Patrick, and his last name is spelled D-E-L-V-E-S. Now, if you have diabetes, if you have lupus, if you have, or you know somebody, or you know somebody that has AIDS, what can they lose by learning how to combine the foods, eating this way, and what do they have to lose if they are sick? And even if they're not, even if you are watching this and you're not sick, what will you lose? Maybe a month of not eating steaks, maybe a month of not eating chicken, maybe a month of not eating seafood, fish, maybe a month of not eating rice and protein together, maybe a month of not eating spaghetti and protein mixed together. Both those combinations, we as Americans, and maybe even some other places around, and I know there's some other places around, are combining our foods wrong, and our stomachs are saying, "What's up? We can't." My stomach is saying, "I cannot handle what you are giving me in the way that you're giving me." There's nothing wrong with starches. There's nothing wrong with protein, but the way that you are combining your foods is causing a lot of ailments that could be easily avoidable. And I used to work at a nightclub as a DJ, and I would always wonder, like, man, these people, they just seem to love drinking, and I could never. I tried it. My brother Benjamin, he got me drunk one time when I was 19 with vodka, and I just wasn't impressed. And I know some people they tried that once, and then they say, "Hey, let me continue this," but I just wasn't impressed. And so now I've met many people. Now I even know someone personally that I care for and love that has been faded, alcoholic-wise, for the last 15 years. And now I'm saying, like, as what's that movement, Time's Up? I'm saying to this person I care for and love a lot, time's up. Let's clear your mind. Let's go another direction, because God has something other than you drinking yourself to death for you to do in your life. I don't know what, but I know that this person appears to me to be like an old soul, and very sensitive. And this drug, alcohol, got a hold of them and it's taken them down. But like I said, go check out those gentlemen I was talking about, CB, SEBI on YouTube, and also Patrick, DELVES, and see what they're saying about the combining foods and alcoholism and diabetes. And Dr. Sebi in 1983 even cured sickle cell anemia, AIDS, diabetes, and other ailments just by combining the right foods and using herbs. I know you haven't heard about this from your doctor because they're not in it to lose money. They're in it to make money. So like this, share it. God bless you. We'll see you the next time on Innovation FM. Go to innovationrecords.org. Download our newsletter, our free newsletter. Donate if you want to as well. It helps our nonprofit organization, and we really thank you. And that's Janet Dyer. Thank you for watching. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to finish the broadcast. God bless you, and see you next week.